So, isn't it funny? The next slide should be my title, I think, of the talk. Have a little talk with Jesus. Isn't that perfect? So, I'm going to start out telling on myself again. And Facebook, YouTube, I apologize. I might go out of camera range, but just know that I'm reenacting Kathy on this past Monday, having up to here with multiple emotions. Grief, sadness, anxiety. I have been without a computer since New Year's Eve day. And what was Monday? The 12th? So I'm 13 days without a computer. If anybody knows me, that's my lifeline to work, right? And to people. And luckily, I had a phone, but you can only do so much. I'm borrowing Judy's computer so I can do Zoom chit-chat at 1 o'clock on Monday because I don't have a computer. I can't do Zoom and take in all the participants on a phone. It's not easy. It's complicated. I'm up to here. I'm just going to tell you. This is what I walk into Monday morning because I'm carrying my broken laptop and a monitor. If anybody knows the monitor, so you can read it better, because I have no screen. So I'm carrying a TV monitor this big on one arm and broken laptop and everything else that I go to church with. Okay, so I'm up in my office and I don't know what was going on, but I was like, I got to get myself right. So I come through these doors because I know that walking in this sanctuary, when it's empty, I can center myself like that. Nobody's in here. I got my coat on because the heat's way down, right? And I just sat down and had a little talk with Jesus. And I just looked at him. And I'm sitting here in the middle of this sanctuary, empty, cold, and I'm just like, what would you, if you were here, if you were here right now, today, in this world, would you have a cell phone? Would you have a laptop? Oh, it got worse. You ran around barefoot back then because that's what everybody did. They had barefoot or sandals. So you were you walked in the times. You dressed simply because everybody dressed simply. You didn't really care much about how your hair looked. If you were here today, would you be wearing the shoes that are in style? You could have, thank God nobody was here videotaping me, because you would have thought, I'm talking out loud. I'm not silent here. I'm telling them my peace of mind. And I'm like, would you be here and dress like we dress? Would you have all this stuff? And then it came. Yes, I'd meet you all right where you are. And it was like, I can't tell you why, for sure, a peace came over me, washed over me. And I was like, why do I stress? Jesus meets us where we are. And you can call it Jesus, you can call it God, Spirit, Creator, divine intelligence. It doesn't matter. The essence of Jesus, the essence of all of our master teachers and way showers are walking around right now. Those monks are exuding what Jesus taught. And there are others, aren't there? Look at all the peaceful protests that are going on. And I don't know, something about protests. I don't know why that word bothers me, but the peaceful turnouts that are taking place. And people aren't even speaking to the monks. They're on the roadside, tears coming down their faces. How are silent, peaceful walkers moving people's hearts? So, operator, get me Jesus. Maybe I just need to have a little talk with one of you down there in Fellowship Hall. Because there are angels everywhere. Living angels everywhere. And you don't have to speak a word. Just look. Just look. Just look. Have you noticed? Have you? I don't know. Am I the only one that's like noticing it? And I'm really noticing it since I had that little talk with Jesus because it calmed me down. I didn't get a computer fixed until, Thursday night. Finally, after I paid for a 24-hour warranty that somebody would fix it in 24 hours. I paid a lot of money for that. 24 hours. Yep. 17 days. Must be on a different time zone, I guess. Anyway, let's go to the first slide, please. So, we get it about Jesus, right? This is out of Matthew, for where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, therefore I am with them. And I used to take that verse and think, well, I got to get somebody with me, right? I can't do it alone. I got to get somebody, because it says 2 or 3 or more, right? 2 or 3. Well, 2 is me, myself, and I. There's your 3. It's enough, right? There I am. And the I am is what? Love. That says so in the Bible, right? What is your name? God. What is God? I am. What is the I am? Love. Love. You know, in the quiet, I didn't get my answer until I got quiet. See, I'm all about driving and talking. I have great conversations. Anybody else have that? Great conversations with God, the Spirit, whatever. I just have great conversations with it. But am I fully present? No, because I can't be. I got to watch the car in front of me, right? But coming in here in silence, and most of you heard at Christmas time, where did I go? I sat in front of my Christmas tree in silence and just. And that's why I love meditation time on Sunday mornings here. Today was a little bit different, but we usually have time where we spend it in the silence to just get in touch and listen. And you may not hear words, but you'll hear a feeling. For me, I actually did hear, yeah, I'd meet you all right where you are. And it made sense to me that we may not recognize. You know, who all is around here? There are angels everywhere, right? I'm sure most of you believe that, right? You see them. Remember the talk I did where I found God at Walmart? I mean, they're everywhere. Let's go to that next one, please. Oh, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let them be afraid. Now, you look at that, right? And of course, you probably agree with that, right? Mm-hmm. Did you look at the news this morning? No? Did you look at it yesterday, last night? Maybe. If you did, don't tell me that it doesn't start to bring up a little fear. Right? let's go to even simpler. If you're following the monks, did you have a little fear and concern when the dog got taken to the vet and had an operation? This dog's been following them. If you don't know that, the dog was a rescue dog in India. And this dog's walking 2,300 miles. Well, now he's got a torn ACL. Okay? There's also, within the first week of their walk, they have a motorcade leading them for safety. And a truck came and went right into the motorcade, which took out the first monk. He lost his leg. Yes. See how quickly we move from peace and kumbaya to the realities that happen in our world. And if you follow this, you're going to hear what this monk has to say about losing his leg, and feels that it was in divine order that it happened, because there were maybe 100 or so people following them. But when the accident happened, YouTube went viral, and now there's hundreds of thousands of followers. Oh, wait a minute. YouTube. You would be on YouTube, wouldn't you? He would use technology, right? Because now, through technology, we're not just in our little world. We're in the whole entire planet can see things going on. And the teachings can be heard all over the world. I digress. Imagine that. So now I'm going to blend this talk, not only with Jesus. Now let's go to Martin Luther King. So let's go. Let no man pull you low enough to hate him. Oh, yeah. I've seen some Facebook posts from some people that I would call them Unity students, that say that we honor all paths to God, but then there's this hate language on a post. And what do we do with that? And I understand that, because sometimes there's a knee-jerk in us to want to judge that and to downgrade it and to post something negative back. But this is so important, what these Jesus and these master teachers were saying. Pause. Pray. Pause some more. Pray some more. Then proceed. Don't proceed. Don't until you get right and can proceed with love. You know, I love this. I'm going to repeat this several times. Before you speak, let your words pass through these 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Now think about that. I want to respond there, or I want to respond here, or I want to respond in a blanket email, right? Is it true what I want to say? Yes. Okay. Is it necessary? Well, I think it is. Maybe. I think it is. Yes. Is it kind? No, maybe not. Then don't send it. Don't say it. I want to do this again. Is it true? Say that. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If the answer is no to any of the 3, don't do it, because you've just entered into the energetic field of negativity. And our world works on frequency. We are a vibrational universe. And what we are sending out there in the ethers affects everyone. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Let's look at that next one from Martin Luther King. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great of a burden to bear. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? When you're triggered by whatever, we all have triggers, people. We all have triggers. You can give me a look, and it will trigger me back to my childhood and my father giving me that same look. That tells me I've got more to heal. Just like Martin Luther King said when that guy spat on him. You know, what is it Dalai Lama said? When Chinese government that has massacred their sect and taken them from their country. And they said, what do you feel about the Chinese government? And he goes, Chinese government, good teacher. That's what Martin Luther, that song was about. I believe this belongs to you, and at the same time, you are helping me to teach me. So the things that you are seeing out there that are triggering you, know that there's some level that there's more to work to be done for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be triggered anymore. That is the truth. I'm living proof of that. I am living proof of that. There are things that have triggered me for 40 years. They don't trigger me at all anymore. Got that layer of the onion off. But trust me, many more layers are there. It's a lifelong learning process, people. I wish I could tell you different, but it's we're here to learn. We're here to grow. You know, Martin Luther King didn't wait for perfect conditions. He didn't withdraw from the world's pain. He practiced non-violent love in violent times. And that's what you're witnessing in our world with the majority of people under peaceful protest, not stepping into the game of violence meeting violence. Hate cannot drive out hate, right? Only love can do that. Let's go to the next one here. We must accept infinite. This is also from him. We must accept finite disappointment, okay? Finite means limitations, bound, right? We must accept finite disappointments, but never lose infinite hope. Be relentlessly full of hope. That's what I'm watching on TV as I follow the monks every day. I'm just in awe of all these people. Police officers, monks coming up and just grabbing their hands, and then they circle the police officers, and then they do their chants. And their chants are nothing but praying for their protection, in gratitude, for their safety. I mean, and then they take the police officer's hand and wrap prayer beads around their hands. And you see police officers tearing up. One police officer gives them an namaste. Another one went like this. He wanted a hug. People, these are the things you focus on. These are the things that keep me full of hope, and not airy-fairy hope. It's not. Now, another person I follow is Pema Chodron, which is a Buddhist monk, female, and she has a great quote here. Let's see. What's the next? There it is. I'll look at it this way. When we hold on to our opinions with aggression, want me to read that again? When we hold on to our opinions with aggression, no matter how valid our case, our cause, we are simply adding more aggression to the planet. Oh, take a picture of this and share it on your Facebook, please. We are simply adding more aggression to the planet, and violence and pain increase. Cultivating non-aggression is cultivating things. If you have not read this book, it is a great book, When Things Fall Apart. It's a great book written by her. Oh, goodness. You know, what was it that... I'm going back to Jesus for a minute. When I was in this sanctuary, as I was walking out, here I go again, out of camera shot. But I got out and I went, and all of a sudden this song came to me. You'll have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about our troubles. Hear my fainted cry and the answer by and by. Out the door I went. I was a whole new person. Now, I'm telling you, it works, Beth. It works. It works. Back to where I was. I don't know. Yes, because I want to finalize with the Buddhist monks again. Let's show that picture again. And I'm sorry, but Aloka is not in the picture here. So he was probably he's still recuperating. He has not rejoined them yet. But I'm just in awe of it. They are not arguing for peace. They are walking for peace. One step, one breath, one prayer at a time. Jesus walked. Dr. King marched. The monks are walking. And we are still being asked to move forward. Let's look at the affirmation for the week. I meet life as it is, and I choose love, faith, and peace right where I am. Right where I am. Let's say it together. I meet life as it is, and I choose love, faith, and peace right where I am. One more time. I meet life as it is, and I choose love, faith, and peace right where I am. Namaste. That Christ's presence in me truly sees and honors that Christ's presence in each and every single one of you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.